recording process is fascinating for me though, because we tried it the first time that you immigrated to Portugal.
Yeah.
And we still had all the band members rehearsing, and we were trying to use you through a speaker just to keep rehearsing.
Indeed.
And also then, you know, we were trying to record that album then as well, just doing to click tracks through Pro Tools and stuff. Honestly, this new method and it really failed. We never got that project off the ground because the click tracks and stuff were too difficult for the rest of the band to really produce themselves.
Yes.
So then, yeah, with BandLab now, it seems to just have made it so much easier. You don't have to go through the software training. The cell phone is very easy, and you were also very intuitive with placing your earbud microphone in the right place. Probably, you know, jamming like this next to the amp with the earphone dangling.
Exactly.
And also, I mean, you're working on such a bad amp, and it's not in a studio and things like that. Obviously, we took that and then polished it up really nicely in a really nice amp.
Indeed.
With the reamping. So yeah, you've got this weird blend of like home production and then super professional audio production on the other side. So we seem to have made this garage band, but that's also, everyone has good samples. So our drums and stuff for the people watching, we're using the MPC Live, this little finger tap pad. I actually had a really bad injury to my one hand, so I wasn't really able to play guitar for last year. So I decided to learn a one-handed instrument, and that was also why we struggled in the beginning, because, you know, it was new to a completely new instrument.
That's true.
And playing the bass lines on that thing became a completely new learning curve as well. But yeah, I've been writing nice new guitar songs. I can't wait to have you in studio. I've got some things to show you.
Oh man, I'm so eager to hear it. Really, I am. Oh man, we'll see how like things really go. I really do want to make a stop into South Africa, even if it's just for a couple of days. But yeah, I'll let you know on that. You know me, I'll let you know. Here's my 3 a.m. brain. It's just like, yo, Sean, I'm on my way.
Any time of day or night.
Indeed. Yeah, so that's like slightly almost everything in a nutshell. We'll get to like really, you know, knuckling down like from that, like the phase of me and you, and like just me and you and how we met alone as friends. That was a cool story. Like from me, my side to your side, even in that like suburb where we grew up in Alberton. Like for everybody knowing, I grew up in South Africa. I was born in South Africa. I grew up in South Africa. My family's from Portugal, and Sean is solely South African, right? There we go. And yeah, when I was 16, I went back to Portugal, and then yeah, ever since then I was on the road, just living the hippie life, and nomad.
He's a difficult man to get hold of, especially when he decides to disappear on a social media cleanse and goes and meditates for 6 days. You end up almost driving in convoy all the way to Mozambique to go find the man. We love you, buddy. But yeah,
I love you guys too. Yeah, I really just had to figure myself out, get my bearings, and yeah, everything is together. And right now we're just going forward.
Yeah, and we've come a long way. So your album's looking really good. Originally we always do a scratch track, just get it to tempo onto the click track. Then we start tightening up, maybe a bit of audio shifting. Once we had those tracks ready, then you replaced them with a good solid take without too much processing needed. We took those and we made them really pretty by reamping them. So we took them through a new. I wish you had been there to see that amp. I mean, it was 4 cab, all 12-inch speakers, beautiful tube amp we put your stuff through, and all the pedals and effects and extras. And then, you know, a whole 3 mic system on the cab, stereo for some of the solos and stuff. And yeah, and then it was off to the MIDI drums, you know, replace and change little sections, add a bit of more humanized stuff here and there, adding in the bass.
Yeah.
My favorite are the soundscapes. I absolutely love that last one we did on Last Goodbye. I've fallen in love with that one. So that's where we're up to now, is we have all our guitar tracks reamped, MIDI bass, MIDI drums. Very soon we're doing the vocal recordings. That's going to be fun. And then I sit in the studio listening to the same old songs. And you know what's funny is I don't mind these songs. We've heard these songs now for a year and a half. To be honest, there's some mixing projects after 2 months. I'm just please take it back. Just take it back. I swear it sounds as well. I mean, you must see some of the things. I've had the honor of making rap songs for fish companies. Those are the lowest points in my career. You know, like the canned fish. Some days after 2 months of mixing a song about omega-3 acids and how it's gonna help your brain, you know, wiki.
It's ridiculous. Wow.
Don't do commercial advertising. To all the people watching now, you can buy Jordan's sponsored soap, sponsored beer, sponsored cap.
Yeah. Like literally just clear it all over. Like NYC, baby, here we come. Yeah, yo, space. Dude, if you're checking us out right now, you sure that's gonna happen in Times Square, bro. That's mad.
We'll put your name in lights.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, buddy.